Hey guys, in this quick video I'm going to show you how I store my Kickstarter edition of Massive Darkness. Okay, so first I'm going to get this out of the way right here. Don't make fun. What I mean by that is it's kind of wonky, but it is a fairly inexpensive way to easily deploy and store a game, and I use it for multiple games, and this is why I didn't necessarily get a insert, like a foam pad insert you can get into your games. You can do that, and it probably costs maybe about as much. However, you'd have to do that per game. It'd be slightly better solution, but you can't reuse it, right? If you can't use your one for Blood Rage for Massive Darkness, for instance, right? It doesn't work. They're specifically made for that. So this one is a little bit more versatile in that if my family has a core game that we're playing at the moment, I can store it in there. So it used to have Descent, now it has Massive Darkness. Hopefully February it has Rising Sun. We'll see. Anyway, let's get into it. So first of all, I have this. This is the box you get if you are a Kickstarter backer. That being said, this could be replaced with the base box just fine. But it would be helpful when you have like expansions or whatnot. So inside of that, I have a mess. Now, really all I have is, all the tokens in a bag, right? So we have every token. We have all the big cards and a separate bag. They're also ordered, so heroes, and then 1 through 5, and roaming monsters and whatnot. I'm just throwing them on the ground. If I need a quest, look up rules, they're right up there. That's fine too. On the ground. In bit. Okay. We have all the class sheets, right? This is just kind of the basic. These are some of the extra minis. I don't know what to do with them per se, so they're just sitting there. Some of the trays. You get the dice. This would be in a Ziploc baggie, but Kickstarter exclusive. You get a nice little dice bag, but you could get your own dice bag. I just want to say Massive Darkness on it. Alright, anyway. And lastly, you have the game boards. Not lastly, there's a couple more things. You have the all the tiles, and then the little doodads here, right? So that is with the quest booklet. I could put everything up with this, minus miniatures and some of these smaller cards. That's where my kind of setup gets a little different. Okay, so here is the Plano 728, or 728. Okay, this is a tackle box. That being said, if you're ever into miniatures or board gaming or anything like that, Plano and tackle boxes work awesome for miniatures as well. So, in here, on the top, I have kind of the smaller cards. You can kind of see that. I hope you can see that. I'm not looking at myself here, but some of those smaller cards here, and here, that's all the artifacts, all of the loot cards, the door and event cards, all of that sort of thing. Alright, so, if we unclasp this, then inside, this is where some of you guys are going to hate me, is a mess of miniatures. So as you can see, I've been painting some of them are not painted. I don't think I'm spoiling anything here. I haven't started my next painting yet, but it's one of these. Anyway, with the coating, here's my longest painted one, right? I painted him first, and I do not see any kind of breakage here. These are built really well. They don't really, even like, the Oni here has some small bits, but he's fine, and it's not scratching off any paint. I get there's a better solution than this, and I'll get to that, but for now I have this, and some of the columns and whatnot, but it stores any, and actually I could buy a few more packs and probably be okay. Now, in here, in these little sections are kind of some of the taller ones. I can just stick in there. I think in here's like Lord Tusk, and some of the other ones there. And then inside of the main compartment of the 728, you get 3 Plano boxes. Okay, so this is all of my heroes. This is a better solution for the smaller guys, right? You just put them in here. They're all separate, fairly versatile. You get to change how many of these you have. And then below we have, some of the enemies, and then down below, even more enemies. So, with this, I can, and the box, I can set these two things down on the table, pull them out real quick. I can get it, like, when people are picking a hero, I just set this out and they can look at it. They can match it. It's fine. I don't have to get them all out. They're all kind of organized. They stay fairly safe painting. I use this for multiple games. Massive Darkness is putting it kind of to its limit because you just get so much stuff. Actually, yeah, so I have this other one here. I don't think this is actually a Plano. I don't know where I got this. My wife probably bought it for me. This is the Troglodytes expansion in here, and the chests. So I've already had to spill it out. So there is another tackle box that's much bigger than this, believe it or not. It's the 577, I believe. It's like $50 to $60 depending on where you get it. You can get it as low as like $45. I think I saw it once on Amazon. So not that bad of a purchase, and it's huge. It has full trays out where you could actually store the game tiles, right? It's big enough to store a game tile typically in there. I mean, it's massive. It comes with 4 separate Plano boxes that you can store more in. And again, you can just do Plano boxes over and over again. What I like about this is it's really easy to travel with. It's fully closed, so I don't have to worry about like which side it is. It's not going to slide around, and I can adapt it from game to game. I'd like to get a few of these, so I have a few kind of set up, and maybe pick the one that matches more. So like have a 577, have a smaller one for maybe a smaller game. Maybe make this back into Descent. I don't know. The point is you're not stuck with it. So I kind of like that, especially because it's a one-time $40 purchase as opposed to a $40 purchase for that one game. And then the next new shiny comes out and you go buy Gloomhaven or you go buy, whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is suddenly you're at square one without any way to store your game. So I kind of like this. I know it's kind of weird. Well, I bet it's kind of weird. Maybe it's not. Why don't you guys let me know? And that's a good segue into the end. So if you liked this video, please go ahead and like it. I love getting those little likes. I get all excited. It's silly, but it actually helps me too. It helps me rank better, and it lets me know that I did something right and that this isn't just a garbage video. So if it's weird, if it's not, let me know in the comments. I'd love to read them. I will respond. I'm small enough to be able to do that, so I'm serious when I say that. Say something, I will say something back. Try and test me on that. I guess we'll see. Anyway, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching this. Follow me on Twitter. I post there. I post more behind-the-scenes stuff on Patreon, but that you do gotta pay for. A whole $1 a month, that's $12 a year, and you get to interact with me much more one-on-one. You can even do a live AMA with me. It depends on where you're from. Anyway, check that out if you want to. I'll link it in the description below. And if you haven't seen my review, or if you came here from the review, then don't follow, but I will post that as well. So if you want to see my review of Massive Darkness, click that. I paint all the miniatures. Check that out. And thanks for staying through that whole spiel. All right, I'll talk to you guys again next time. I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching me. Take care.